Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer, and this is some more of the... I was going to say the Elder Scrolls then, it's not the Elder Scrolls. This is some more of Enderal, the Forgotten Stories, built of course on the engine of the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. It is a total conversion mod. I'm sure you mostly know that by now. Last time we got here to the city of Ark, and we picked up a few quests. We are going to go for... We're going to go for, which one was it? The first steps, meeting Jespar at the marketplace. I'm ready to have my fever examined by his employers, because we've got this arcane fever. We are in one of the taverns in this large city of Ark, and I'm genuinely very, very excited to play this now. I was excited to begin with, but just the fact that the world, I said a couple of episodes ago, it might well have even been the last episode, just how Oblivion-like the scenery feels. And I love that, I feel one of the things I felt about Skyrim was that while they had some great ideas, they didn't ever really do themselves justice, because they could have built some amazing cities. They could have taken time to give us some really unique locations, like the village of Riverville. It's only a tiny little village, but the way it's designed in this game was amazing, and I love the idea. I love some of the design work they've done on this game. I really, really do, and I can't wait to see more of the world. And I mean that as in the highest possible complimentary sense to the excuse me, to the developers of this, pardon me, game. According to legend, the first Arps were a young Enderalian couple who strayed from the righteous path. The fuck are Arps? And I want to go that location. You see, these the work they've done behind the scenes is just amazing. Particularly the artwork. Oh, hello. Just as I say that, there's a graphical glitch. But some of the artwork they've done is amazing. Okay, can we actually do smelt down ore? What ore can I make? Basically the same as other stuff. Cool, right, now we've got to meet Jespar. Ah, Ark Marketplace discovered. Yes, it is. I've risen to level 5. More health, please. Now I've got some learning points and some crafting points, and I've got a memory point, so I think what I shall very quickly do... Walk blessed, I will walk blessed. Visit taverns. Visit taverns! You can restock your supplies, hear the latest rumours, or simply listen to the bards. I want to go to that tavern as well. Every part of the design of this is really, really good. Really, really good. Heart shot. What does heart shot do? Apart from... Freeze my game! Please don't freeze my game! Sneak attacks with bow now do 2.5 times damage. Yes, that's a possibility. What else have we got? Ointment law. Yeah, not fussed by that. Skilled hands. No, I think I'll go with the early attack thing. Go with heart shot. Maybe flash powder. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Even though I can't attack people, I think that's used all my memory points. Yes. I'm an infiltrator and a vagrant. Get out for a mooncat while exploring the world. Its sap can regenerate part of your health once. Again, just look at that place. I want to go there. That's one thing I think this game has given me that I haven't had in any game for quite a long time. I want to go to the places that it's showing me in the loading screens. I want to explore this world. I hope this story and the stories that will eventually follow take me to all the places. Good morning, Jespar.
Well, look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? This city can be quite a maze if you don't know it.
No problems finding my way around. Problems with the freezing and the pauses. Not really. I'm used to big cities.
Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot.
Yes, I am.
They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
Indeed. That's true.
That's just how they are.
Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
An iron mace. Ooh. What?
Yourself.
What the fuck? I'm wearing an Argonian pelt. I'm wearing an Argonian.
Good man of whom no one knows from whence he came, his house.
Okay, where are we going? Why am I wearing this Argonian?
Sir?
I'm not your sir. I'm my sir. I belong to no one.
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back? Isn't that a gesture of servitude?
Oh god, they're talking philosophy and religion. Especially on high difficulty levels, it is necessary to use talents tactically in combat. Many of them can be combined and cause synergistic effects if used together. Experiment with them. I don't have any talents. But everyone's got a talent. I don't have any talents. Swords are faster than axes, and axes are faster than maces and warhammers. You've nicked that from another game. That's not your phrase. You didn't make that up. With your chat and your bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm off on one tonight. I don't know why. And it feels like playing a game quite as serious as this doesn't really befit me being off on one. So I apologise for the... Should the developers ever watch this series, I apologise if I ruin a part of your game by being off on
So
one.
about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then
Yes.
there's a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic.
Okay, cool.
The journey to the water is what they call it.
Right.
Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book.
Okay, I don't want to be an arcanist
But
though.
there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about it.
Oh, I hope so too. Just look at this. This is part of a city. I wish Bethesda would do this with their cities a bit more. Another good mod I played was,
Okay, almost there.
I mean, I say another good mod. A good mod I played, because this is not a mod, this is a game, was Beyond Reach. And the central city they did there, obviously it's set in the Breton lands in Tamriel, but the main city they did there was done really, really well. And it was again set on levels Minas Tirith-esque, and it was absolutely brilliant. I wish Bethesda would do more of that, because look at what people can do with the stuff they give us. Look at what they can do with it. It's just amazing. Now hurry up, and can we just... yeah.
Huh? What do you want?
I want to get to the top of this
Oh, well.
fucking... Oh, I'm sorry, did I upset you? What a view. Sorry, Jesper, I'm just enjoying the landscape that the developers have given us. This is brilliant. Enderal is quickly becoming one of my favourite video game locations. I love it. And I wish I'd played this mod beforehand. Oh. Go on, Jesper. Move! Fucking move, you grotty little wanker.
Sir, no civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Delveric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
He does, it's true.
Oh, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marijo de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin.
What?
Archmagister Marigil sent for him. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass.
What?
But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary.
Jesper? Do I have to remember
you too,
that?
Meister de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
I like what they've done with the armour. I also like this fucking temple. This is gorgeous. Fuck you, High Hrothgar. This is how you do a temple. I think also I'm just glad it's not snow everywhere. Skyrim was very grey and white at times. A gathering of farms under the patronage of Lord Borak is spread out over the heartland west of Ark. They provide food not only for Ark, but also for most of the villages. But not those other villages. Okay. Yep,
Well, that went better than expected.
like this. Mario de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine.
I would say
His
so.
name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzil Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That
Right.
means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order.
Right, okay.
They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzil's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard.
Okay.
Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me. Huh?
Okay. I suspect this could, not necessarily it's going to, but this could go very south very quickly. Let us keep our digits crossed, that such things do not come to pass. Ah! Okay, cool. Go! Move, Jasper! Got shit to do with my life.
Yes, that just might.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
I'm with Jasper.
Reliable. That's what they are, all of them. Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense.
Thou art my
Why
light,
can't it ever be
my glimmer
easy?
at the horizon.
All right, here we are. Hang on.
No. That's not how you do it.
As in death.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We
Like
have to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now. Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you. We
Master
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
Your employer?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your drinking mates up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
Just gonna close the door.
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular fellow over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This man's magic is different, Meister. Just feel his aura and you'll see it. Plus, he's from Nerem, just as you are.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers.
The
Anyway,
views
that
expressed
chair
here
over there.
are
Take
not
a seat.
necessarily those of the Humble Gamer or its subsidiaries. Just want to make that clear. I neither support nor denounce his words.
All right then, this will tickle a little. Yeah, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful.
Well, that's good.
And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that scrounger.
Okay.
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there.
No, it definitely
Not that it's
happened.
much of a surprise, considering what you've been through.
Well, thanks, I
Actually,
guess.
you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
And this chapel on the water, every time I touch one of those stones, I feel as if I don't know, something comes back to me.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline.
Okie dokie.
Even though this screwball Enderalayan talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise.
He's not a fan of the religion. What's a glance?
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors.
How the hell does he know that?
How far away are the eventualities that he can see? How well he can bring parts of them into our reality? And finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain in Al. But, as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures.
Okay, I did not just feel these visions, they felt different, somehow real.
Well, if that's
I'm an
what
actor.
you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake.
What have you
I
done,
knew it was a
Jesper?
mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meister? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true?
It is, actually, yeah.
Oh. Then, this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
Glistening white light and charred bodies, but their flesh was a natural grey, and I heard all these voices.
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control.
And how do we do
Whatever
that?
you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
And how can we do that? Get our magic under control.
Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderlayans practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living.
Sounds fair.
In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process.
How much quicker?
A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her
Me
name
too.
is Lashery,
Or her.
and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
Alright then. I'll do this ritual of yours. Where can I find this lashery?
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
You can do both.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my friend. I'll see you around.
Cheers, Jesper. Okay, so we've got some shit to do. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to go for taming the waves and carry on the main story? Or do we want to do every day like the last part 1? Just have a chat to him. I think we'll have a. Go on, we'll have a chat to Jasper. What the heck? What's the worst that can happen?
Now a good pipe.
Has Jesper just run off? I think he has, you know. According to the order, Enderal was a deserted continent before Malfalas's vassals settled onto it. Good. Pardon me. I do apologise.
Huh?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the current events?
What? You mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
This is true.
And thy path I will honor in life as in death.
Right, well, first of all, I'm going to change my outfit back to what it was. Oh, yeah, I'm off on one, I think, because I'm absolutely shattered. I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
Yes! Yes! You genuinely can't fast travel.
You may pass, but treat this place with respect, Outlander.
I will. Have you ever known me not to?
Transcribe verse 80 100 times. The sky can rain fire. Magisters never change.
Yeah. Typical religious activities, practicing beating people up. For this point in history.
Huh?
Because, you know, religion hasn't got anyone into trouble recently. Ever.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
There's a lot of voice actors in this that I recognise from other mods. Why do I need to go into here? Why am I being pointed this way? Because I would have thought the city.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
What you mean in the blazing sunlight? Good Christ, I hate to see this place at night. Oh, this is a much quicker route. This is a much quicker route. Oh, I was not allowed to go this way beforehand. Into the barrack quarter.
Well met.
I thought someone was gonna fucking twat me in the face then.
Huh?
The aggressive music and him drawing a weapon. You know you're actually attacking the blacksmith, right? There we go. Are you okay? You're right there, hun? You okay there, hun? Your hand looks a little bit... Your hand looks a little bit bloody. You sure you're okay? He was properly... she'd have lost a hand.
Always complaining. If this is really such a bad place.
Into the Totsfarine quarter. Block. With a shield and a high skill value in blocking, you can resist a great deal of damage. I don't want to block. I want to go to there again, though. Lovely, lovely locations in this game. Absolutely stunning locations. Oh, pardon me.
Yes?
Thank you. I'm glad you agreed to pardon me. Oh, yeah, okay. I suspect this city is going to take as much learning as the rest of the game map is. But that's fine. It's fine. I can deal with that.
You there! You look as if you could do with a fine loaf of our unrivaled, fresh and tasty bread. I can see it in your eyes.
You look crazy.
Certainly. A pleasure for the young and the old, for the tall and the small. See for yourself.
Wait, I do need food. This much is true. You can have... No, I don't want to sell the food. Or you can have the heavy armor apprentice. And the salt. I've got 526. Okay, let's buy some... I will take 2 pretzels. I will take some of the sublime bread. I shall also take some goat milk. And just a couple of cream pies. And a couple of cakes. There we go. Thank you. Your bread better save my life one day.
Oi, you there. Don't look at me like that.
I will look at you ever I fucking well please, sir.
War on Nerem. War on Kile. Red madness. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Let's have a look at the forge. There's not a lot I can do. Because I got nothing. I'd quite like to sell my shit, actually.
Stop ignoring me.
Alright, what? What's your problem?
You bloody flooded your eyes on me, woman. You think I haven't noticed, don't you? You say sorry at once, so I'll smack your mouth.
And this, dear friends, is why we should take it easy on the booze.
Why, you think you can mock me? Alright. You'll regret this.
Oh, here we go. Damn, I missed him. 3 amazing swings, but I missed him with every single one. Come here, you drunk prick. You are fighting remarkably well for drunk. You should be able to take like 1 swing. There you go. There you go.
Okay, okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies.
Yes. Bullies. Bullies. Shut up about your bread. I bought some. I bought your fucking bread. Let's talk to...
The offer stands. Just think about it, okay?
In the bed, so...
They are throwing some serious shapes down here. Ah, just bar.
Hey, you came. Come on, take a seat.
Let's have a chat.
So, tell me, how are you holding up? It must have been quite the whirlwind. Yesterday, a refugee from another country, and now a prodigy with a magic great enough to impress old Bushybeard.
I'm still trying to make sense of all this.
Good luck with that. I'm quite curious to see how things keep on with you. You're different. I noticed that the time we met. Anyhow, tell me.
Are you flirting with me, Mr. Delvarek?
You've had some time to look around. I figure it must be quite the change from Nerem.
It's in a higher resolution. Well, you're right about that.
Shoot.
Tell them about the stuff.
Yeah, I can picture that. You know, this is exactly the reason why I love inns so much. The sky can rain fire out there. In here, you'll always meet laughter and good humor. Not to mention all the good-looking men and women.
Ah, you're into both. Nice. You don't feel much of all this red madness thing in it, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't. Though I think I've seen enough of this place by now. Of Enderal, I mean. There's a ship sailing for Coincheanainn next morning, and as it seems, it will be the last one for quite some time to come. Who knows? Maybe they still have a cabin to spare.
You're not leaving.
Some treasure hunter.
What, you want to leave in spite of all that's happening?
Oh well. This entire thing was more a coincidence than planned anyhow. The Order needed someone with skill and discretion. I was around. End of story. I never intended to stick around for much longer.
But we had like one adventure. We must be best friends now.
Me as an ambassador of the Holy Order. Could you imagine that? Not one step further, O fair maiden. Drop your garment so we may both bathe in Malphas's holy light.
You see, it's a win-win.
Actually, not that bad, don't you think?
Very convincing.
Oh, you're too kind. But you know, at the end of the day, I guess I'd probably lack both the pathos and the idealism for such a profession. You know, I'm aware of how these esteemed keepers up there talk about sellswords like me. I could save 30 virgins from a myriad on Rampage. At the end of the day, they'd always say I did it for the money, because I wanted to bed the women, or whatever. I'm driven by inferior motives. While no matter what their actions end in, they are good guys, because they do things for the right reasons. If only they'd understand that it's results that matter, not intentions.
Yeah,
What
6
does
of
the
1.
wise hermit say? Nothing is of less importance to the saved than the reason for their rescue.
Yeah, I
The only
suppose, yeah.
difference between a mercenary like me and a holy warden is that I'm at least aware of the fact that I do what I do for myself, and no one else.
Exactly what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say that all those heroes and self-declared messiahs are no better than everyone else.
Agreed.
In the end, we are all selfish, because we always act in accordance to what we think we have to be like. So yes, maybe the keeper saves the farmer from the bandits. But at the end of the day, he does it because he sees himself in a certain light. You know, the funny thing is that a lot of times, it's especially those who think of themselves driven by a higher purpose who are the really dangerous ones.
That I can agree with.
They don't understand what drives them, and that makes them easy to manipulate. The only thing left to do for the capable hate-monger or tyrant is to somehow combine his own ambitions with the mental image of this person. And presto, you've got your perfect puppet, only waiting to dive into the next hail of arrows for their honor, their religion, or whatever they thought of this time. It's just so idiotic, you know? The world would be a much better place if everyone could just acknowledge that the only reason we're here is that we want to be happy.
There's sense in that, I'll admit.
Really? I was half expecting you to throw insults at me. That's what people usually do when I tell them that. But I guess life is full of surprises. Anyway, I'll take my leave now. I very much enjoyed our talk, but the ship to Coincheanainn leaves before the first cocks crow tomorrow, and I want some more time to think about it.
For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. The city... Really? Do I have to only ask... Really? Okay, one thing about this. Why must it be... I suppose... I was going to say, why do I have to say he's good looking for him to stay around, but... Because why does it have to be a love interest thing? But it may not be. I'm going to play it as a sarcastic comment. For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you I wouldn't mind if you stayed. The city needs more good-looking mercenaries.
Well, it most recently gained a good-looking Naramese man. Maybe that'll make up for when I leave. Keep your chin up.
Cool. Lovely. We did a thing, and I may have just flirted with a guy. What the heck? No, why did I do that? I have food for doing exactly that. Right. Well, I guess what we're doing is we're taming the waves. No, we're not. Yes, we are taming the waves. Use the Myriad to travel to the northern heartland. Use the signpost at Sun Temple. Meet Lashiri in Old Rashengrad. I want to use the Myriad. Now that picture there, that looks like they've altered Ayleid architecture from Oblivion, which I like. Like that idea. Right, where the heck's the Myriad? Myriad Tower Arc. I could just walk, I guess. I could just walk. It was south, wasn't it, to the Myriad? So let's. Yeah, let's go for the Myriad. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk to the Myriad, and then let's get into the marketplace, and then to the Myriad Tower. Yeah, let's take the Myriad, and then let's go to the. Oh, you see, I just want to go there. Looks amazing. Looks really amazing. I've got to say, I like so far. I like the world building. I like the characters. I like everything they've done so far. Apart from the fact that we have to flirt with, like I said just now, apart from the fact we have to flirt with Jesper to make him stay. Why couldn't we just say, look, you've been a really good mate.
Are you? I heard you talk.
You've been a really good mate, and I'd quite like you to hang around a bit.
Oh my. You just don't get it.
You know, I think that would have been. I mean, a love story in a game, well, love story in any context is always fun. But I just feel like that wasn't. It would have been nice to have the option to say, look, not romantically attracted to you, but you're a good fella or a good woman. You know, a good person. That would have been. I think that would have been a cleverer or more nuanced way of going about it. But then, you know, I mean.
Walk blessed, my friend.
And for the record, I have no problem with there being a romance with man, woman, fucking goat, whatever. My issue isn't with that, just in case anyone jumps down my throat. You can, you know, I'm not against falling in love with Jesper as Byron. Byron might do that, I don't know. But my issue is that regardless of whether it was Jesper or a woman or whoever, the only option we had to say please don't go was the romantic one. I don't think that. I think this game could have been more nuanced than that. Would have been nice to. Why does no one have just a friendship system?
Yes.
That's a Myriad. Wow. World of Warcraft, anyone?
Walk blessed, friend.
Tell us about these creatures, Myriads.
How about Myriads? What is there to tell?
Oh, Myriads.
Beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're lucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame Myriads like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here at Enderal. Pity, somehow.
Yeah. Why pretty?
I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a Myriad Warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with Sublime or Keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a Myriad has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
I see. No, exactly just the flying part work. How do the Myriads know where to go?
Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds.
Okay.
I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the Myriad already knows by heart.
Okay. I need a flight.
Sure. Where to?
The Northern Heartland. Oh, we get to see this? Oh, yeah, awesome. Do we get to watch the entire flight? Because that would be cool. Ah. No. No, we don't get to watch the whole thing. That would have been really cool. Sorry if my chewing of the Haribo comes through. I'll wash it down with some Dr. Pepper. Other fizzy drinks are available, but why Dr. Pepper? Right. So we've got to the Northern Heartland. Why do I feel like this has also been built in the style of World of Warcraft, in the sense that every different location is going to be ever so slightly more difficult than the next? Gonna... God, the bees are fucking everywhere. Not the bees! My face! My face! Oh, not my legs! Not the bees! Yeah, you see, what I'm doing here is I am avoiding all the long journeys and just going straight for the straight for the destination. It's going to end pretty well, actually. On time. Old Raschengrad. Okay. Alright. In we go. Because fuck living, I guess. But either way, we're actually going to pause it there. So, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, you can't see his face, it's underneath my face. But still, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Check out the game, the description below. Let's put it on that view. Check out the annotations on the screen you're about to see. Also check out anything else. Pardon me, I'll put some more links down in the description to stuff. I don't know what, though. Either way, thank you ever so much for watching. I was me, that was more Enderal Forgotten Stories, and I'm really excited to carry on playing this. So see you in the next episode, guys. Goodbye.
Parking brake engaged. I discovered that the wrong way. I dropped my phone and it pressed spacebar.
Just imagine dropping your phone in a truck and accidentally engaging the
parking brake.
Oh, the handbrake's gone off again.